Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Of course, Brent is my co-host, my good neighbor, my friend, and a brother and son all in one.
Wow.
But don't be messing with my mother this morning.
But why would I mess with your mom this morning?
I'm talking Peggy.
Oh, okay. Well, why?
Or Marion.
Okay.
Don't be.
Why, all right. Well, why would I mess with my mom this morning?
Or my mom. But if you do, I'll come over and slap you.
Well, okay.
You didn't watch the Academy Awards, did you?
No, I did not.
I did not either.
Oh, no. Why is that? Did something happen at the Academy Awards that I should know about?
Yeah, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it part of a skit? Oh, it was not part of a skit.
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, I'll have to go back and I mean, with social media now, I'm sure there's a clip of it somewhere. I'll have to go back and watch it. What caused the slapping?
Well, Chris Rock was telling jokes, of course, and
well, he can be a little edgy when it comes to joke telling.
Well, he brought up Will's wife in the joke.
Oh, boy. Okay.
And Will got out of his chair, went up on stage, and screamed, "Keep my wife's name out of your mouth," and slapped him. And this was during the show.
That had to be an awkward moment at the Academy Awards.
Well, here's the real kicker. Smith won a Oscar later in the show.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Was it for the... he played...
King Richard.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, played the father of Venus and Serena Williams in the movie.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So he won an Oscar for that.
Yeah, later.
Oh, okay. Well,
so he had to get up and receive the Academy Award.
I see.
And then he apologized for slapping Chris Rock on stage during the show. Now,
well, again, it's hard for me to comment on this because I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
This is the first that I've heard of this.
But there was audio of it this morning on CBS News, and he said some other words, too.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, while that's kind of disturbing in one way, maybe funny in another, and Chris Rock probably deserved to be slapped a time or two.
Yeah.
Will Smith is a great actor, does a really good job, but that's one of the reasons some folks out there, and I'll join those folks, I can't stand to watch the Academy Awards. It's Hollywood just at its fluffiest. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My wife and I used to watch the Academy Awards every year, and we haven't the last few years. One of the reasons is it's gotten to, with all the streaming and everything that has come. There's just so many movies and everything. We just we don't even know what the movies are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so back in the day, it kind of used to be where you'd watch at least for us, you'd watch the Academy Awards because you had a favorite movie or a favorite actor, and oh man, I wonder if they'll win, But it's just, there's so many movies that are nominated for Academy Awards where I go, I didn't even know that movie existed.
Yeah, it's changed a lot, and yeah. And I think Hollywood is great because it creates things that entertain us. Mm-hmm. But I think sometimes they take themselves a little too seriously. Yeah. That maybe their importance is a little overrated in their own minds. And there's probably some great actors and actresses that are sitting there wishing they didn't even have to be there. They, there are probably some that do movies because that's what they love to do, and they don't care about the awards, and they'd rather be home in their jammies, you know?
Oh.
So we shouldn't put, in any situation, we shouldn't put the whole group of people all in one category. But, yeah, over the years, I used to watch it with my wife because she used to love to watch. Mm-hmm. And she even said last night, I don't know if I'm going to watch the whole thing. I've kind of lost my interest. And it may have something to do with what you're talking about, too. But I would have liked to have been up when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, you know?
Yeah, and I'm guessing, again, I didn't see it, but I'm guessing that there were then camera shots of the crowd when this happened. And I would have loved to have seen the reaction of people in the crowd when that occurred.
Well,
because the minute you said it to me, I'm like, it was part of the skit. But apparently it wasn't. And when people realized that, I'm sure that there were some facial expressions that were a little priceless.
Oh, I would think so, because what I heard on the radio this morning, of course, they bleeped it. You know, he used some language that you wouldn't use in a skit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and Chris Rock, of course. Oh, wow, he just slapped and blah blah blah, and you know he was trying to get through it. I will say this: the police was aware that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Chris Rock says, "I'm not filing any charges."
Oh, man. Yeah. I didn't think about that. Boy,
Yeah.
wouldn't that have been weird? Not be able to come up and pick up your Oscar because you're in jail. Yeah, they're taking they're hauling you away. Sorry, Will Smith is not here to accept his award tonight because he slapped Chris Rock earlier.
I would think some people, honestly, in Will Smith's shoes, just would have been so because evidently he didn't care at all about Rock mentioning his wife and making a joke. And I don't know who knows if they had differences before, or they just, you know, it just struck him wrong, or they don't like each other. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows in Hollywood? But no charges filed, so he was able to receive it, but I almost think he'd be so upset, you'd just say, the heck with it, I'm going home. Send me the Oscar. But he did get up and apologize. So the drama was, yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's a night of celebrating drama, and I guess it created its own
It did.
drama
And then,
with that.
you know, looking at it realistically and with common sense, with what's going on in the world.
Yes.
Really, what's going on in this real world, I don't know. Anyway, we got some birthdays
All
today.
right, let's celebrate.
Karen Arnold celebrating her birthday. Happy birthday, Karen. J.J. Gibbons, happy birthday to you. Allison Smith, happy birthday. J.C. Schumacher, happy birthday. Jenny Franzen, Jennifer Nielsen, and Joe Nelson, all celebrating birthdays today. And you are celebrating a birthday with Lady Gaga today.
Oh, wow.
She is 36. Reba McEntire celebrating her birthday today.
Now, she sang at the Oscars last night, correct?
That's what they promoted just before I went to bed. My wife says they promoted Reba McEntire will be singing later in the show, and my wife says, why? Anyway.
I can just hear Joan saying that. How old's Reba again?
67.
67.
Yep. She recorded her first album in 1977, has had more than 3 dozen #1 singles. She's also been acting, had her own show, acting on Broadway as well, and started her own sitcom, as we mentioned. She just released, I just read this the other day, just released a gospel album, just out last week, I think. And so that would be interesting to hear. Her sister was here on The Breakfast Show many years ago, and she was out singing gospel on her own. I think her sister's quite a good gospel singer as well. She was very nice. I think she wanted to come back to the breakfast show over and over again, but she had to go on.
Well,
she had to leave town.
Understandable.
Vince Vaughn is 52 today. Vince Vaughn is in movies like The Swingers, Dodgeball, Four Christmases, and Wedding Crashers, some of those kind of funny movies. And so those are the birthdays that we're aware of. There's a few others, but they're rappers, and I don't know them.
Okay. Well, thanks for your honesty. That's good.
Well, geez. Okay.
He really just went up on stage and slapped him.
He got out of his chair, and according to the report this morning on CBS, he just got out of his chair and run up there and yelled at him and slapped him. Right on TV.
You going to play John Anderson's Somebody Slap Me later in the show?
There are going to be a lot of things going on around that.
I have a feeling that song will be played a few times on radio shows across America today.
There's some other things we're going to tell you about today that are kind of jaw droppers. What people will do. People will be people. Today, we'll tell you this. At the Loop City schools, on Monday, today, they're having, if I can get it right here, tuna and noodles and beef and noodles or green beans today.
Sargent Public Schools today for lunch, chicken sandwich, taters, fruit cup, milk, and salad bar at Sargent today.
At Arcadia, on this 28th day, it's walking tacos.
Sandhills Public School in Dunning today, chicken patty on a bun and French fries.
Broken Bow High School Middle School today, it's chili cheese Fritos, crispy chicken sandwiches, spicy chicken sandwich, fresh baked ham and cheese sub, crispy chicken salad with roasted flatbread, vegetables, fruit, and milk.
Ansley today, serving spaghetti for lunch today at Ansley.
Sumner Eddyville Miller today, it is orange chicken, fruit, vegetables, and milk, and we'll be visiting with some folks from the Sumner Eddyville Miller today with the school foundation there about a gala they're having.
Great. I've got a few more menus to share with you. We'll go to Anselmo Myrna next, where they'll have chili cheese Fritos, crispy chicken sandwich, spicy chicken sandwich, fresh baked ham and cheese sub on the menu today at Anselmo Myrna. Callaway today looks like, oh my goodness, hope I say this right, Carnes Asada at Callaway today for lunch. And at Arnold today, a burrito at Arnold for lunch today. I think that should be carne, right? Carne asada.
There you go.
Yeah.
That sounds right. I wounn't have known until you said it correctly.
It has a Z, but I think maybe it should be carne asada. I'm going to go with that at Callaway today.
Oh, just received a text from my wife.
Oh, yeah?
She said, I saw Chris Rock, Will Smith showdown. Here's my question.
Oh.
What century are we in? Does a woman really need a man to protect her honor? Good grief.
Oh, well.
That would be my wife, Joan. I guess.
I don't know.
I guess if she would have been upset, she could have went up there and slapped him.
Yeah.
Or ignored it. Or
well, I guess I'll have to go back and watch the clip. I want to know what was said. I mean, what was the actual joke that set Mr. Smith off?
I don't have any idea either because I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I do know. I'm not a big fan of Chris Rock's humor.
No, he's a little too edgy for me.
He doesn't. He's in some.
And he likes to. Well, he's hosted the Oscars before.
Yes.
And he always, when he hosted it, he always had some moments where he would, I guess, pick on someone out in the crowd, and sometimes there was usually a moment where the joke about a particular person, I don't know, received. Well, it was pretty edgy.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah. He also, one of the things a lot of his humor centers on race.
Yeah.
And I don't. That's sure his privilege if he wants to do stand-up shows on that. But in a situation like the Oscars, I don't really know that it belongs there. But I'm just not a big fan of his. But so I guess if I was going to be on somebody's side, Joan, I'd be on Smith's side. Go ahead and slap him around a little bit. I won't be going home for dinner today. All right, let's play the game.
Yes, let's transition there. This quiz is about March, since we're coming to the end of it.
Yep. And
some historic events that happened this month. All right, this one happened on March 1st, 1932. Whose 20-month-old son was kidnapped from his home in Hopewell, New Jersey? Was it Theodore Roosevelt, Boris Karloff, Gary Cooper, or Charles Lindbergh?
Boris Karloff?
That's one of the choices. I just read the choices. On March 1st, 1932, whose 20-month-old son was kidnapped from his home in Hopewell, New Jersey? Was it Theodore Roosevelt, Boris Karloff, Gary Cooper, or Charles Lindbergh? Those are your choices. If you know, call us at 872-2801.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
Sign up now for a chance to win the Extreme Experience giveaway. One winner will receive the drive of a lifetime behind the wheel of a supercar of their choice. Oh, by the way, there's no speed limit. You must be at least 18 years old with a valid driver's license to enter. We will draw one winner May 2nd on The Breakfast Show. Make sure to enter daily at sandhillsexpress.com/contests. The Extreme Experience giveaway is brought to you by
Henry's Bar in Callaway, the Sargent Corner Market, Sun Valley Landscaping, and the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
And we have our caller on the line. We have Sharon. Good morning, Sharon.
Well, good morning to you guys.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Did you watch the Oscars last night?
I did not.
Oh, well, then you can't. See, we didn't watch it either, and we kind of wanted a description on the slapping episode, but we'll have to.
Sounds like it was interesting.
Yeah.
I guess that's a good word for it. Here's Brent.
Okay, Sharon, here's your question for today. Back on March 1st, 1932, whose 20-month-old son was kidnapped from his home in Hopewell, New Jersey? Was it Theodore Roosevelt, Boris Karloff, Gary Cooper, or Charles Lindbergh?
Well, I'm pretty sure it was Charles Lindbergh.
Yeah, you would be correct.
No, it was Boris Karloff.
Well,
no, it was not.
I don't think I'd ever heard that.
Well, Sharon, because you've answered correctly, we have a certificate that's going to get you a free personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut. So come on out and see us.
That'd be great. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Sharon.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, what nice people we have around here, including our next guest.
He's pretty nice.
Yeah, most of the time. He seems like a pretty good guy.
Yeah.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, good morning.
You know, it seems like the grocery cart, and Dave's mentioned this many times, it seems like the parking lot's just always full sometimes at the grocery cart.
Yeah.
But I think I discovered one of your busiest times
Oh, yeah?
of the week. That's right, when everybody's getting out of church
Yes.
on Sunday.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shelley and I came back from church. We had to do a couple of things here at the station, and then we went grocery shopping. And it was just a little after 12, and I'm like, wow, I think everybody goes shopping after church.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
a correct statement. So
I'll be darned. Well,
Yeah.
they pick up grab and goes, or do they just do shopping?
a little
Probably,
bit of everything.
yeah.
A little everything.
Yeah, kind of both, right?
Yeah.
You know why, Brent?
No, I don't, Dave.
Because all the wonderful specials they have, and
Yes.
Yeah.
and the saving folks money as best they can at the grocery cart.
Mhm.
And Sunday's a good day to go out, and because the specials run through Sunday, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct, sir. Yeah. Start today through Sunday. So, yeah. Yeah, it's the last day, I guess, to, load up on those weekly specials, and then it renews on Mondays. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way it works.
Have you ever been slapped on air?
That's a great question.
Let me
yeah,
think,
Dave,
Steve.
have you?
I've slapped myself.
Now is okay. Now, just to clarify, the question is, has he? Not have people wanted to, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I will say this, that sometimes your ego or your desire or your wanting to be entertaining and funny can get you in that situation because you think people, understand that you're just kidding, and sometimes you say things that you don't think hurts their feelers.
Yeah.
And I've not been slapped, but I have had some people upset with me over the years.
No.
Brent Apperson is one of those, actually.
No.
I will say, Dave is right. There is nothing, and I'm sure many people can relate to this. You don't have to be a radio guy to relate to this, but nothing gets you into trouble quicker sometimes than trying to be funny.
When you're not, that's
Yeah.
even worse.
No.
And the other part, Steve, is since I'm a little older than you, I'm going to give you a little advice.
Okay.
It's worse when that person doesn't hear it firsthand.
Oh,
So in
yeah.
other words, if they heard you talking, they might understand it better and be okay with it. I'm saying might.
Yeah.
But if they hear it from 2 or 3 other people
The
who
story
heard
changes, right?
it, well, they don't. Yeah, it's not.
It's kind of like doing that around the table thing, and when it gets back to you, it's completely different
Yes,
statement.
exactly. I guess it's lessons that I've had trouble learning, Steve. I actually have.
Well,
Does that surprise you?
no.
Well, let's move along and check out the
Let's
specials.
do it. So this ad runs March 28th, this fine Monday, through April 3rd. Yes, folks, April is just around the corner, and that means Easter is also just around the corner, but let's not speed time up too much. We'll dive into these specials, starting in the meat department. Ground fresh daily, I'm sorry. I retract that last statement. This is a 10-pound tube of 80% lean ground beef, $3.28 a pound. So you only get it in that price in a 10-pound tube. Bone-in Boston butt pork roast, 8-pound average, $1.78 a pound. Charcoal steaks, $6.48 a pound. And of course, all of our beef is premium aged choice certified Angus beef. So basically the best of the best that you can get in the stores. Hormel Natural Choice lean and tender pork cutlets, $2.98 a pound. And one thing I mention is in an age where a lot of things have changed, processes have changed along the distribution line on meat. We don't butcher from a whole beef, but we do get portions of the whole beef and cut it from there. It's nothing shipped to us prepackaged or anything like that. So in a way, it's not completely old school, but it's as old school as it gets anymore. We can't get, quarters of beef from our warehouse or anything like that. So we're as old school as possible. We cut it in-house. It's nice and fresh. So, Yes, indeed. Other items we can get at the GK Meat Department. Orca Bay codfish fillets, 10-ounce package. Alaskan cod, $7.48 each. Of course, with Lenten specials going on, you can team that up with the Lenten ad that is currently running. I don't have that on me, but you can definitely pick up that flyer and look for the ad signs throughout the store. That runs through mid-April. And this week is the last week you can use your VIP meat rewards, accumulating through this Saturday, I believe, and then it is over. So definitely if you're late in the game on that or just wanting to participate every week, definitely make those meat purchases work for you and hit those thresholds to earn extra bonus points on your VIP meat rewards with your grocery cart rewards card. On ad also in the meat department, Bar S corn dogs in a box, $5.98 each. Smithfield smoked slice bacon, 12-ounce package, $4.98 each. among many other great deals. Find Andrew and team back there if you need anything specially made or cut. And if you have any questions, definitely talk to them. Dairy deals this week at the GK. Too Good Yogurt, TWO. Is that two, not TOO. So it's not too good, it's too good. Apparently that means the 2 grams of sugar that are in it, so it must be a healthier yogurt. It is a non-H yogurt. There's no H in this yogurt, so they're old school in their spelling. It's not the fancy yogurt, but it's the healthy yogurt. So just so everyone knows,
H
we're
for
all
healthy.
on the same page on the yogurt.
Well, there's a lot of things to describe in that particular product.
Yes. All those varieties are $4 for $5 in the dairy this week. Other items you can grab in the dairy department. Michelle and team working hard this morning getting the new ad ready. Best choice vegetable margarine quarters. So if you're baking, definitely want to pick up those. 1 pound, 2 for $3. Rana refrigerated pasta. I know a lot of folks love raviolis and such. Most of the time you pick it up frozen, but I'm telling you right now, the fresh stuff is definitely better. I assume it's never been frozen, but it's never frozen in our facility or when it comes in. We'll tell you that much. Rana refrigerated pasta in the egg bunker area over there in the dairy. 5 varieties, 10 ounces, $3.65 each. Great to try it out when it's on ad. I know I've tried those out with my family, and we definitely love the raviolis. So it's a tasty option when you're thinking pasta night. We also have some frozen food specials. Pick up Hungry Man dinners for the freezer, 2 for $7. GK's got the best choice garlic bread. Of course, our own brands are the best choice and always save. We have a flyer every month that is dedicated to best choice items, and you can see them throughout our ad as well. 2 for $4 for the best choice garlic bread. Wild Mike's Pizza. I don't know who Wild Mike is, but I think he makes a darn good pizza. Plus, they're big. I don't know if you've seen these, but it's a box that probably won't fit in our bags, our normal plastic bags very well. It's hard enough to get the regular sized pizzas in one of those bags, but these Wild Mikes, they're at least 1.5 foot by 1.5 foot, I think.
Jeez.
So, $5.48 this week from the frozen department on those. Plenty of other great specials throughout the frozen foods and all these departments. And then there's the orange tag savings you'll find in all of the departments throughout the store as you shop. Just a little extra savings on your normal everyday items. So be looking out for those as well. Grocery savings, Pepsi products and Coke products, of course, are the main ones. We've got Pepsi 6-pack half liters. 4 for $12. Not to be outdone, there's Coca-Cola 6-pack half liters, 4 for $10. So definitely pick your favorites there. Other pops are on ad as well. We've got the chips to go along with it. Frito-Lay Ruffles, 2 for $6. Great with that refrigerated dip in the dairy. That's one of my favorites to go along with sandwiches or something else that you're having for a meal. Frito-Lay Doritos, 2 for $7. Ballpark hamburger hot dog buns, 2 for $5. Sara Lee butter bread, $2.78 each. And as I've always said, always economical is the pasta. Cremette pasta varieties, 4 for $5. And ragu pasta sauce, 3 for $5. So if you're looking for a shoestring budget meal, that would be the one to partake in. And if you just like pasta like I do, maybe you add in some sautéed mushrooms or some sort of vegetable that you like, or some ground beef, of course, and choose your favorite sauces to go with it. Sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on the top so it's extra yummy. And, of course, I always pick up the garlic toast to go along with it. Store-wide savings. Anybody hungry yet?
I'm getting hungry.
Early, right?
I love your test lab you have at home that you test all these things out. So you have actual experience with many of these foods.
Every Sunday I throw on my lab coat and I start fiddling around with the food that I would like to make. Yesterday it was pork loin. We had pork loin sliders.
Oh.
Yeah, with the pretzel sliders from the bakery, Hawaiian pretzel sliders and the regular sliders. We had those with barbecue sauce, and the pretzel ones, we put a little cheese sauce on it. Boy, those were good.
Wow.
You guys are awesome with fixing up food.
Yeah. Don't ask me to run a restaurant, though. I wouldn't do it. I like doing it at home where it's there's no pressure.
Don't have to hurry and make everybody happy besides yourselves, right? Yeah.
Right. Multi-meal cereals in a bag, $2.98 each. Kraft mac and cheese dinners, 98 cents each. Pop-Tarts by Kellogg's, 12 count, 2 for $6. Best Choice marshmallows, 10 ounces, 98 cents each. Dawn Ultra dish soap, $2.98 each. Are you about out?
Well, yes, I'm out of the dish soap. I still have the hand soap.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah,
okay.
I've still got some in the shower.
Right on. And you got to treat those pets right. Purina Alpo dog food, 16-pound bag, $9.98. And Kitten Caboodle cat food, $10.98 a bag. Farm fresh produce this week. Best Choice russet potatoes, 10-pound bag, $3.98 each. Cucumbers, 68 cents each. Baby carrots in a 1-pound bag, 98 cents each. And red or green seedless grapes, $2.48 a pound. Also, fresh zucchini or yellow squash, 98 cents a pound. Those are great items to mix in some sort of a stir fry. You could put it in pasta. A lot of good uses on that as well. And if you're having your own fish fry at home, pick up the Dole Classic Coleslaw Mix. Coleslaw goes great with any fish item. $1.28 for a 14-ounce bag. Fresh Deli's got it going on when it comes to the food you'd like to have and not make it yourself. They also have sliced to order fresh Kretschmar smoked or honey ham on ad this week, $4.98 a pound. Kretschmar provolone, $5.48 a pound, among many other Kretschmar and Troyer cheese and meat items that they can slice to order back there. But they've got Chester's chicken, all sorts of cold sides, hot sides, grab-and-go items. So there's a plethora of items that you could choose from. Plus, there's the old neighbor over there now, the sushi department that you could also use as an option for lunch or otherwise. This week, our daily specials at the deli. Chester's number 3 meal on this fine Monday. That's a tender meal, $8.98. And then Chester's number 4 meal for Tuesday, 2-piece chicken meal, $7.98. Wings on Wednesday, hot pastrami sandwich on Thursday, and fish and shrimp on this time of year for Friday. So a lot of good items to write on your calendar and say, oh, I'm going to go to the GK Deli on this day. And they will be happy to help you. Meet Tawny, the new manager over there in training, but she's working out real well. We're excited for that. And of course, the whole team that's been there for a long time. We appreciate those that have, I don't know how else to say it, but kind of struggled through the time where we didn't have a whole lot of help, and we do appreciate those folks as well. All right, skipping on over to the GK Bakery, Fresh Bakery. We've got a lot of great items always to choose from. This week on ad, Bakery Fresh Glazed Donuts, 6 count, 2 for $7. You'll find that on the front end cap as you enter the store up there. A lot of the other bakery items are strewn about the store. There's that display over by the dairy department. And then, of course, aisle 11 sports all kinds of bakery items, especially in that grab-and-go and otherwise down the middle of the aisle. There's also frozen bakery. Don't forget about that over past the frozen pies in aisle 11 as well. So wine and spirits, you always want to check out those favorites and maybe a new favorite on ad this week. We've got a lot of great deals, including Jack Daniel's whiskey, $7.50s, $27.98. We have rewards bonus items. Last but not least, another way to earn some extra points while you're shopping at the GK is the rewards bonus items featured every week in our ad. There's no limit on any of these items, and there's a plethora of departments on this list. We've got fresh-made GK Deli sub sandwiches from our Grab and Go. So they've cut the meat fresh, build those sandwiches nice and fresh, $3.99 each, and you earn 400 points. So if you and a friend or yourself want some points and want a nice meal for $4, I would go for that, 400 points each. Olson's Angel Food Bars, you'll find those up by the Berries and Produce. A nice little tie-in there, of course. 11 ounces, $2.98, earn 300 points. Gorton's breaded or battered, I don't know what the difference is, breaded or battered fish fillets or sticks, $5.48 each, earn 500 points. Is there a difference between breaded or battered?
I don't think there is, but that's just a personal opinion. No real facts behind it, but
Yeah.
it sounds like it'd be kind of the same thing.
If you call a fish battered versus breaded, are they going to slap you?
Well, I don't know if they can if you've battered them.
So, General Mills cereal select varieties, 4 for $10.
I don't know, Steve, how we get in these conversations, but they're fun.
I might have led you into that one.
You did.
4 for $10 on the General Mills select variety cereals, earn 250 points each. Kraft Velveeta, $7.48, earn 800 points. 4-pound bag of Navel oranges, $4.98, earn 500 points. Best choice, frozen vegetables, $1 each in our frozen department, 100 points each. And Keebler Chips Deluxe, Sandy's, or Vienna Fingers, $2.98, earn 300 points. So lots of points there to earn. Use those points for free items or discounts on gas at the Casey's in Broken Bow. Plenty of Easter items in aisle 1, and so definitely pick those up before that holiday swings around here. So do you like pecan sandies? Pecan?
I'm not sure.
I don't mind them.
What are they? Is it like a brownie or something?
Oh, cookie.
Dave.
Oh, it's a cookie?
I'm very surprised that you don't know what a sandy is.
No, I don't. I don't.
Wow.
You got specials on them?
Yeah, $2.98 for points.
Well, now I
300
feel
points each.
not adequate.
Well,
Now I feel battered.
you're gonna have to go down the cookie aisle number 6, and
Aisle
and,
6 cookies.
and check out pecan sandies by
Okay.
Keebler.
I like pecan pie.
I don't like the sandies, but
Don't you?
I just find them too dry. I don't really like them too.
Are
much.
they sweet?
Sort of? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like sweet things to a certain degree.
Well, that's good.
Well, Steve, a lot of specials.
Yes.
One thing I think people should or probably do notice, you can save on gas with the bonus points, which is huge right now.
Yep.
You can save on groceries, which everybody knows is, an expense in the family that you'd like to control.
Yeah.
And you address both of them.
Yeah, we do our best to make it happen here locally. We appreciate all of our customers that shop locally and shop at our store. Super awesome of you, and we're lucky to have a couple stores here in town, so we don't have to drive way out of town to spend a lot of gas on that. But we also thank those that are outside of Broken Bow that come in
here,
and
yeah.
spend their money on gas to come shop here as well.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
Before we close, you mentioned, it's obvious that you're in better shape right now as far as help goes
A little better, yeah.
than you were.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still looking for some more employees?
Absolutely. Front end, cashiers, always looking for those. There's never a time we're not. We like super friendly people that like people. You have to, you have to really like people to be a cashier, and that's really good job for some folks. If you're semi-retired and just wanting a little supplemental income and want to work a 4 to 6 hour shift is all for a couple days a week. Sure.
Yeah.
Come in and see me.
If you're a mom and you got a couple of days of daycare that you can round up, all of that fits together.
And if you can work every other weekend, that sure does help as well, because it's hard to find weekend help in the old world of retail where we don't close up.
Yeah.
So definitely come talk to Steve about opportunities at the GK.
All right. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it. News is next on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. And by the way, I'd like you to consider something before we go to news.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of wondering, I haven't talked to my co-host, my friend, my good neighbor, and my brother and son all in one, that I'd like to make our regular guests Breakfast Show brothers. So think about it. You'd have to take an oath You're on the show. But maybe we could do that. You think about it later on. You could become a breakfast show brother if you like.
Is there blood involved?
No, you just have to raise your hand and answer some questions.
Oh, sounds just wonderful.
Well, you can just, I, Steve Fowler, swear to, kind of like that.
Sounds like a commitment I don't want to make.
Well, think about it, would you? News is next.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
Nebraska's favorite way to start the day on KCNI KBBN. You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. A big diss and an ensuing dust-up took center stage at last night's Oscars on ABC. It began with comedian Chris Rock making a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's shaved head.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it.
Jada has alopecia. Her husband, Will Smith, appeared and slapped Rock in the face.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth. I'm going to, okay?
Smith later won Best Actor for King Richard and apologized to the Academy and to the audience, but not to Rock.
In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay.
Coda won the Academy Award for Best Picture. Jane Campion won Best Director for Power of the Dog. Best Actress went to Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here is a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. One person is missing and a building is in ruins after an incident in Lincoln County. The North Platte Police Department says it was called to the scene after reports of gunshots in the area of Rodeo Road and Carr on Thursday night just before 11 p.m. Chief of Police Steve Rivas says callers reported hearing gunshots and fireworks going off. Upon arrival, officers found a small fire in the building. The officers ordered a man to leave the building, but he refused and went back in. Authorities searched the building after getting information that there was a large amount of fireworks inside. Approximately an hour later, the building was fully engulfed in flames. The person was last seen inside the building. The incident is under investigation. A former North Bend elementary school teacher wanted on a felony child abuse charge turned himself in to authorities Friday morning. A warrant had been issued earlier last week for 50-year-old Craig Schmeckpepper. He is accused of putting his hands on an 8-year-old boy and then encouraging other students to punch or hit the student by telling them, quote, free hits, according to court documents. In addition to the school official who reported the February 17th incident, Dodge County authorities stated they received at least 3 additional witness accounts corroborating the students' versions of events. A warrant for his arrest was signed on Tuesday last week. Schmeckpepper could face up to 3 years in prison if convicted. Schmeckpepper ultimately resigned from his position rather than be fired, according to a search warrant in the case.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
Kansas and North Carolina advanced to college basketball's Final Four today. Carolina eliminating St. Peter's 69-49, while Kansas came back to beat Miami 76-50. The Jayhawks were trailing by 6 points at the half and then outscored Miami in the second half 47-15. So this Saturday at the Final Four in New Orleans, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, it'll be Kansas against Villanova, and then the late game Saturday night, North Carolina versus rival Duke. In the NBA, Phoenix defeated Philadelphia 114-104. Devin Booker 35 points. The Suns have won 8 straight. Boston has won 24 of its last 28 games after a win over Minnesota. Golden State lost again at Washington. Lakers lost again at New Orleans. In fact, LA blew a 20-point lead, lost to the Pelicans 116-108. NASCAR victory for Ross Chastain. U.S. men's soccer a 5-1 win in a World Cup qualifier against Panama.
Here's your Weatherology forecast. Look for sunny to partly cloudy skies for today with highs climbing to the mid-60s. The south winds increasing to 15 to 25. Then for tonight, turning mostly cloudy, still on the breezy side, a low of 37. For your Tuesday, mostly cloudy with a chance for some afternoon rain developing up to 67. Rain mixing with snow later Tuesday night, a low of 28. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Whether you love them or can't stand them, surprises are a part of life. Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn,
And I'm Tim McCaslin.
your local Edward Jones financial advisors, and we can help you get ready for whatever life throws at you, even the welcome surprises. As your needs change, we can change what you need to do to help you end up where you want to be. And while there is never a good time to experience unexpected costs, we can work together to help you make them feel a little less unexpected. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
27 degrees outside. We'll call it partly sunny, kind of borderline right now. Winds are very light out of the south so far today. Barometric pressure up 1 point in the last hour. Humidity at 62%. High temperature yesterday was 51 with an overnight low of 26. We have 30 hundredths precipitation in the rain gauge. Very dry out there, of course. We'll be talking about that a little bit later on in the show this morning. But right now we're going to go down in the Sumner, Eddyville, Miller area, Brent, and we're going to talk with Bobby Lorenz. Does that work for you?
Absolutely.
All right, let's find out more from Bobby about the school foundation and a fundraiser. Bobby, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys this morning?
We're doing well. I will admit that off the air we both discussed it is Monday.
Yes.
8 o'clock on a Monday morning. We're trying to get our motors running, right?
Yes, absolutely. Lots of caffeine on Mondays.
There you go. There you go. Well, we really enjoy, and Brent is here. He's our sports director. We really enjoy coming down to SEM and that wonderful school you have at SEM is fabulous. It's I think, really a great facility. And you've got a lot of good things going on down there. And you've got a gala coming up. Can you tell us about it?
Yes, the SEM School Foundation, we are putting on our biannual banquet and silent auction gala coming up April 9th. It's going to be held at the One Box Convention Center there in Broken Bow. Proceeds from the auction all go to promote extracurricular activities in the community at SEM. We provide funds for things that aren't included in the normal school budget and community projects as well.
Well, that's fantastic. And there's so many things that kids do these days, but it does take some money to provide those to them. And I know the school does its part on education and sports and so forth, but it does take extra money to make extra things happen.
Yes, especially in small communities where, we're a small community, and it takes a lot of kids to compete in all the activities that we have and to bring in new activities. Some of the things that we've helped get off the ground is we've put some money into the esports team. Esports is fairly new to SEM. Mr. Bosock started that a couple years ago, and it's come to the foundation to help get equipment and tools that those kids need to be successful. And if you follow our school Facebook page, our esports team has been highly successful within the state and the community, and we've donated to the basketball team, and we have a weight room. A new weight room was started a few years ago, and we put some money into getting some upgraded equipment, so we have some higher quality equipment for our kids and our community to use as well.
Mm-hmm. And Brent, jump in any time. You're at the school more than I am. It's quite a facility, but it does take some extra to make it all happen.
Bobby, if people can't make the event that are coming up, but they still want to make a donation, I assume that they can do that?
Are you still there, Bobby? Sound like we lost Bobby. We'll see if we can take a break and get back with her and get hooked back up.
On our first date, we had masks on and kept 6 feet apart. Now, we're a lot closer.
Just like Cliff and Deb, thousands of singles over 50 found their perfect match on Silver Singles last year.
I feel like I'm 20 years old again, and I'm pretty sure she feels the same way.
Rediscover the magic of dating with Silver Singles, the exclusive community for singles over 50. Sign up today and receive daily matches you won't want to miss at silversingles.com/radio. silversingles.com/radio.
There's something for everyone on Discovery Plus. The streaming home of ghostly freakouts, muscle car spinouts, and 90-day makeouts.
I'm really in love with her.
Start your free trial today for exclusive originals and a huge collection of favorites.
Whoa!
Then dive into nature docs, geek out with the family, and get your grub on.
I could eat this every day.
The streaming home of true crime, paranormal, food, home, nature, romance, plus so much more. Discovery Plus. Start your free trial. Terms apply.
All right. I think we're hooked back up with Bobby now. So, Bobby, are you there for us?
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry. I accidentally disconnected the phone.
Oh, that's no problem. Brent was talking to you. I'll just have him resume his conversation with you.
Yeah, Bobby, I was just curious. I mean, I assume people can, if they can't make the gala that is coming up, but they still would like to make a donation to the foundation and all of the great work that you guys do. I assume that they can do that maybe by just contacting you, or how's the best way for people to do that?
Yeah, they can contact us. If they want tickets for the gala, they're $50 a piece. That gets you dinner and into the event. They can contact us, or if they want to do a donation, they can definitely do that as well. Either contact us through our Facebook page. SEM School Foundation is our Facebook page. Would be the easiest way to probably get a hold of us. They can call me directly. 402-418-4507 is my phone number, so they could contact me directly. Or they could stop at the main place in Sumner. There's two of our board members work at the main place. Kelly Schledowitz and Chelsea Brooks is at the main place. They can stop by there and drop off donations or pick up tickets as well.
All right. Bobby, are there some things that you folks have goals for as far as maybe some additions that you're going to do with the money raised, or is this going to go into a general fund, or is there some things you're thinking about?
It goes into a general fund, and then as needs arrive, faculty and staff at the school or people come to us with projects or ideas that they're needing help with funding. One of the big things that we definitely enjoy funding is we provide a scholarship grant for any of our high school students who take college courses while they're in school. We provide, if they get a B or better, they can go to the foundation and get a 50% reimbursement for their tuition costs.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah, I mean, so it's a lot of good things happen that we can fund with the money. And we only do this. This is our big fundraiser, and we only do it every other year. So it's one of those things we'd like to get quite a bit of donations and make quite a bit of money now, because it's spread out over 2 years as people come to us within the community with needs, different ideas. We've got lots of ideas and to try to help support the community and build SEM into an excelling school for the community.
Well, that's a great goal, and you guys are already doing a great job, great school. And I think on behalf of the community here in Central Custer County, we appreciate you selecting a venue here to have your event. We appreciate that.
Yeah, well, we really appreciate the Broken Bow area. Over the years, Broken Bow has been a very big supporter of our cause and have donated lots of the businesses within Broken Bow in the area have donated items or cash donations to our auctions and our goals, and they've been very, very supportive of us, even though we're a little further south than Broken Bow. The community has been very welcoming to us, and so we appreciate their support as well.
Well, that's good to hear, because we all know that we have friends and neighbors that live between Broken Bow and down Sumner, Eddyville, Miller Way. A lot of the farmers and ranchers out there come up this way and go down your way. And, of course, I mean, there's a lot of people from this area that drive, if not once a month, once a week, down to have some to eat on Main Street in Sumner, too. So it's a good...
Yes, and the community definitely appreciates the support going both directions.
Yes, that's important. So would you run the date and time and everything over again for us?
Yeah, the banquet is April 9th. It starts doors open at 5:30 at the One Box Convention Center in Broken Bow. Tickets can be found at the school office or the main place in Sumner, or you can contact us through our Facebook page. SEM Foundation is our Facebook page. You can contact us through there, through Messenger, and we'll figure out how to get you tickets and get them to you, or for cash donations as well.
All right.
Bobby, a quick question. Do people need to get their tickets in advance for this to help you with the organization of the gala, or how do you suggest that?
Yes, advance tickets would be great because we're trying to wrap up and get our catering set up. Jubilee out of Ord is our caterer, so we'd like to get numbers to them so they know how much food to prepare this dinner. So it should be a very nice meal, catered in as well. So, yeah, tickets in advance would be great.
Okay. Bobby Lorenz, thanks so much for talking to us today. If there's anything else we can do, please let us know.
All right, we appreciate it.
All right, take care.
Yep, thank you.
8:26 is the time. We'll take a quick time out. We'll be back.
Barney Health Mart in Broken Bow has a great selection of vitamins and supplements to help your body stay strong. One Daily Men's tablets, 100 count, are $6.49. One Daily Women's 50 plus 65 count are also $6.49. One Daily Men's 50 plus 65 counts are also marked at $6.49. 65 milligram iron tablets are $4.49. Save on vitamins, supplements, and more at Barney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
We're so excited for spring at Bow Bootery, and when we get excited, we celebrate with savings for you. Right now, save on selected Twisted X shoes. Buy one pair at regular price and get a second pair half off. Spring fun colors and styles are hitting the shelves. Make your feet comfy this spring. Also, men and women's New Balance in-stock athletic shoes at closeout savings 30% off. So come see us at Bow Bootery on the square in Broken Bow.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show with Dave and Brent.
Good morning to you.
Well, in honor of the day, or yesterday we should say, here is John Anderson, and it's a song called Somebody Slap Me.
from the cat, that would set me off. I didn't like that.
Well, I didn't either. And now it doesn't bother me now that I've changed.
Really?
Now that I've seen Cat Light.
Yeah. Okay.
I just drove me crazy, but I would park my car out on the street.
That would drive me crazy.
And when you pull in, the first thing...
Because it seemed like they only did it to my vehicle.
Exactly.
The girls that drive in, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, my car was just plastered with paw prints from the cat.
There is a benefit to that.
Okay.
The benefit is if you have company over.
Yeah.
And you like living in town here. You have company over, and they know you have cats. They park out on the street so that you have your whole driveway to yourself. You don't have any cars behind you.
Oh, well, okay.
Because they don't want them cats on their paint.
Yep.
All right. Do you have some things over there you wanted to tell us about this morning?
Sure. We want to keep reminding you that Universal Insurance reminds you that if you haven't done it already, this is a good time to review your insurance coverage, especially farmers. They can help you make sure that you are properly insured on all of your equipment and can help to make sure that your building values are at the appropriate levels before you get real busy with the upcoming planting season. So call Universal Insurance in Broken Bow at 872-6438. Or you can stop into their office right off Highway 2. Universal Insurance Agency, a division of GTA Insurance Group.
Thank you very much. So here we use, and we're going to have this one posted. I sent this to Jeremy last Thursday or Friday. And we're going to be opening up a job position here at KCNI KBBN. We don't have that happen very often. We're blessed with low turnover here. But Gavin Higgins is going to be leaving us at the end of next month. And he's going to go join his dad and his granddad out at the ranch on the Sandhills and get back into ranching with his family, which we understand, but we wish he wouldn't do that. But for lots of reasons, he's part of our radio family. And you may hear Gavin down the road on some projects we have because he's offered to even help us when we go up that way or during SORC and that sort of thing. So you'll still hear from Gavin, but he is our news director, and he also, of course, does sports for us and video and so forth. So he's going to be a hard to replace, but we'll find somebody, I think, that will fit into the radio family. So if you're interested in a news position here at KCNI KBBN, drop by your application, and Jeremy Shipe is the guy that you'll be talking to. And some of the things that you would be doing, if you're wondering what would my job be, you'd be gathering information and covering breaking news, events, and local meetings, prepare news stories for broadcasts and postings on our website, and be responsible for production on air, anchoring 3 radio newscasts per day, Monday through Saturday, and 5 public affairs programs per week. Now, I should also note here that Emily Barnett is still with us, and she is working on a part-time basis, so she will be helping us, but she is able to help us one day a week and some evenings. So we'll need somebody who can work 30, 40 hours a week. Some of the responsibilities: organizing and gathering production of news content on the air and online, use of digital tools to enhance news gathering and passing that information along, generating new leads and new tips to develop stories, ensure the accuracy of news programs, gather and verify factual information, regarding stories through interview, observation, and research. You'll need to be able to edit news material, prepare and write stories according to the style and format standards. You might even serve in as a host, fill in, as on The Breakfast Show, who knows. Interact with senior management in the development, implementation, and maintenance of policies, objectives, short and long-range planning. Implement projects and programs to assist in accomplishing our goals here at KCNI KBBN. and ensure compliance with federal, state, and local regulations governing news coverage, and perform miscellaneous job-related duties as assigned. Some of those could be, if you have the talents, would be in our video department. We are doing more and more video of sports, and if you have some ability to cover games with some of the guys and do some announcing, that would be a bonus, but it is not required. We're more interested in the news than the sports in this area, but there might be some opportunities down the road. So this job, it will be open now, and we'll fill it hopefully before the end of the month, and hopefully sooner than that, because it'd be nice if that person could work with Gavin and Emily before Gavin leaves at the end of next month. So this job is now open, and it will be posted on Sandhills Express jobs page, and we are required by law to post this job to the different platforms that we have to assure we're being responsible as far as hiring and offering it to all people out there. So that's, we'll pare that down a little bit later on, but I wanted to spend a little time here.
Yeah, good.
Pass that along to folks out there.
And the biggest bonus, you get to work with us.
Oh yeah, you won't be the same. It'll be like the first time you realize cats are nice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're talking this morning about Hollywood and how there's people in Hollywood that maybe think they're a little too special after they have a movie or two. They're not all that way. We should never categorize everybody in one bucket, because everybody's approaches life differently, even movie stars. But here's one about I would call a citizen who calls 911 over missing chicken from her KFC order.
I can't wait to hear this story.
Yes. When you want more chicken in your bucket, who are you going to call? Not 911, but a woman in Ohio did that last week and was in trouble after calling the emergency hotline because her KFC bucket only had 4 pieces of fried chicken when she ordered 8.
Oh, boy.
So the woman demanded and asked for a police officer to be sent to the scene. A cop showed up and told her there was nothing he could do. Now the police department is reminding folks not to call 911 when you only get 4 pieces of chicken when you ordered 8 from KFC.
Wow. Man, just think about that. That could just, that could just open up a whole new can of worms, man.
Oh, yeah, or a bucket of chicken.
Started calling the cops when, hey, I said I didn't want onions on my burger.
Yeah, they cheated me.
Hey,
I didn't get my
go
fries.
Talk to them. Give them a ticket.
My fries are cold. I'm calling 911. Oh, my goodness. We'll be right back after these words.
Here at Bruning Bank, our roots run deep in Nebraska agriculture, and we are proud to work with farmers and ranchers every day to grow and improve their operations. In honor of National Ag Month, we want to recognize all those who work in the ag industry and say thank you. These past few years have not been easy, and you have shown your resilience and dedication to your land, crops, and livestock productions. Bruning Bank is proud to support your operation by providing you with all the financial services you need, from checking to loans to useful business technologies. Bruning Bank, build, grow, thrive, member FDIC.
Ansley Lumber and Supply is locally owned and operated and proud to be your full-service lumber yard. From premium lumber and top-quality building materials to paint, tools, and ag supplies. When you drop by Ansley Lumber, their crew is prepared to help you with your project. From the materials for building a house to the accessories and pieces needed to make it a home. Ansley Lumber and Supply, Main Street, Ansley, or call 308-935-1815.
If you are looking for the latest techniques, look no further. Team Physical Therapy has skilled therapists that are able to offer you not only manual therapy, expert exercise programs to treat your neck, back, shoulder, and knee pain, but also dry needling. Call 872-5111. Our highly trained staff are here to get you moving again and enjoy life. Call 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
Hey, so you're a hardworking individual with no direct deposit. Not a problem. You still deserve free checking. Come visit us at any Nebraska State Bank location in Broken Bow, Callaway, or Myrna. We'll help you choose an account that best suits you and your current needs. No direct deposit needed. You'll even get free online and mobile banking because you deserve it. Nebraska State Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
8:51. Got a little Eagles lined up for you. Before we do that, Brent Amperson, I think, wants to tell you about something on the Breakfast Show because he's a Breakfast Show brother.
Thanks, Dave. Bro. Nebraska Land Hearing Center. Do you struggle with your hearing and or worry about missing out on conversations with family and friends at gatherings? If so, stop in to see Roxanne because she can help, offering some great things like free hearing evaluation and free office calls, free extended warranties on new hearing aids, and extended discounts for buying local. There's no need to travel outside of the area because Roxanne sells the top technology available in the world right here in Broken Bow. So make your appointment today. Call 308-384-3852. Again, the number 308-384-3852. They're located in the Broken Bow Chamber Building, downtown Broken Bow.
Coming up on the show, we have a man who was paralyzed and then got a brain implant. And we're going to tell you what the first couple of things he asked for when he could communicate, because before he could not communicate. What would be the first two things that you would ask for after you were able to communicate and you weren't before? That is the question. On The Breakfast Show on a Monday.
affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Callaway. The Grand Generation Manor.
Alfalfa producers, choose Arrow Seed for your alfalfa needs. Arrow Seed offers 20 quality alfalfa varieties. The staff at Arrow Seed will assist you in choosing the one best suited to your acres and end use. Take a look at L455HD for an exceptionally high-yielding, highly digestible, very persistent variety. Lower lignin than other leading competitors means more digestibility and less wasted feed. Learn more about this and other alfalfa varieties by contacting your local Arrow Seed dealer or visiting arrowseed.com today.
The Custer County Quiz Bowl has been rescheduled, and we'll be there to broadcast some of the bright young minds of the area. Wednesday the 30th, listen or watch as area teams compete in matches of knowledge. We'll go live mid-morning and broadcast until a champion is crowned. Listen on KVBN or watch the Sandhills Express YouTube or Facebook pages live. The Custer County Quiz Bowl, live on Wednesday the 30th.
Brought to you by the Broken Bow Public Library, Custer Public Power District, Palmer Monument, Chapin's Furniture, Custer Federal State Bank, BD Broken Bow, Trotter Service and Well & Goes, Wenquist Incorporated, Broken Bow Legends Neighborhood Grill, Broken Bow Chiropractic, Mid-Plains Community College, Nebraska State Bank, The Grocery Cart, Square M Accounting, Central Nebraska Medical Clinic, and the Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPVN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Special Report.
Oh, wow!
The slap heard round the world at last night's Academy Awards as Will Smith lashed out at Chris Rock for the comedian's joke at the expense of Smith's wife, Jada, who shaved her head because of a hair loss disorder. Smith later accepted the award for Best Actor for King Richard on the ABC broadcast.
I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees.
He did not apologize to Rock. Entertainment Tonight's Kevin Frazier.
The Academy tweeted that it does not condone violence of any form. The Los Angeles Police Department said that Rock declined to file a police report.
The top prize last night was awarded to a movie about a deaf family.
And the Oscar goes to... Okay, Coda.
Jessica Chastain won the Oscar for Best Actress for The Eyes of Tammy Faye. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
Kansas and North Carolina advanced to college basketball's Final Four today. Carolina eliminating St. Peter's 69-49, while Kansas came back to beat Miami 76-50. The Jayhawks were trailing by 6 points at the half and then outscored Miami in the second half 47-15. So this Saturday at the Final Four in New Orleans, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, it'll be Kansas against Villanova, and then the late game Saturday night, North Carolina versus rival Duke. In the NBA, Phoenix defeated Philadelphia 114-104. Devin Booker 35 points. The Suns have won 8 straight. Boston has won 24 of its last 28 games after a win over Minnesota. Golden State lost again at Washington. Lakers lost again at New Orleans. In fact, LA blew a 20-point lead, lost to the Pelicans 116-108. NASCAR victory for Ross Chastain. U.S. men's soccer a 5-1 win in a World Cup qualifier against Panama.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Look for sunny to partly cloudy skies for today with highs climbing to the mid-60s, while south winds increasing to 15 to 25. Then for tonight, turning mostly cloudy, still on the breezy side, a low of 37. For your Tuesday, mostly cloudy with a chance for some afternoon rain developing up to 67. Rain mixing with snow later Tuesday night, a low of 28. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation is proud to be your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer, and they're celebrating their 5-year anniversary all month long. Their business birthday was on March 13th, 2017, and 5 years have absolutely flown by. To celebrate with you, they are offering 10% off all parts through the month of March. That includes electric motors. They have a large variety of WEG and Balder motors in stock too, ready to go. Make sure you schedule a pivot inspection with Custer Electric and Irrigation soon. Every 4th inspection is free, and you get 10% off all parts used. The savings continue too, because in-season pivots that were inspected ahead of time get a 10% parts discount. They are proud to be the only business in the area that can take care of your electrical, ag, and irrigation needs with a single phone call or handshake. Simply put, they are excited to celebrate their 5-year anniversary right now, and they look forward to many years of serving you ahead. Call 872-7786, like them on Facebook, or visit CusterEI.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
9:03, 31 degrees outside. You're listening to The Breakfast Show. I'm Brother Dave, and Brother Brent is to my left, to your right on the radio. So,
okay,
this guy, unfortunately, was a paralyzed man with ALS, very serious disease. But they put a brain implant in. He's 34 years old, and it made him able to talk again in a way. They put microchips in his brain, and the German patient was in a locked state. In other words, mentally aware but unable to communicate or move. And the computer chips worked in tandem with a spelling program to spell out his thoughts.
Wow.
So he couldn't talk, but he could spell it out. Isn't that amazing? And one of the first sentences that he said is, "I want a beer." And then he asked to listen to a Tool album.
Oh.
It's a rock group, Tool.
Yeah.
So can you imagine, that just, he's a German guy. They like their beer. He's trapped in his body. And he's, I want a beer.
Yeah.
I want to listen to my favorite rock band. Those are small things that probably meant a lot if you're laying there for I don't know how long not being able to say. I'm sure he said some other things.
Yeah.
But, boy, that's an amazing technology.
It is. Yeah. Amazing story.
Brent.
Yes, Dave?
Have you ever thought about being a kangaroo?
No, I can't say that's popped into my mind. I can't say I've woken up in the morning and say, man, I wish I was a kangaroo. I don't know if I've ever had that thought.
Do you know if kangaroos, do both the male and the female have a pouch?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Well, I'm just asking you.
No, I don't know. You want me to Google it?
Yeah, because I'm thinking if you both have pouches, you can share taking care of the babies. Otherwise, the mom's got to carry it. Well, the mom, doesn't she breastfeed them in the pouch?
But you're asking me questions I don't have an answer to. I don't know.
Well, there's a baby kangaroo having trouble getting in. Oh, this kind of tells it. Getting into its mom's pouch.
All right. Is this at a zoo somewhere?
It's at a zoo,
Okay.
and people are noticing the baby kangaroo has trouble getting back into its mother's pouch at the San Antonio Zoo. The zoo says the 6.5-month-old has a harder time fitting into the pouch as he grows. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, the pouch is only so big. The little guy will leave the pouch for good at around 8 or 9 months old. So then I guess they go on solid food.
I guess. Yeah.
Is that your phone?
I think it is. Sorry.
Oh, I got another text coming in here. No, it's not about kangaroos. It's about a birthday. Lauren Swoboda is 17 today.
Wonderful. Happy birthday.
Lauren is a miracle baby, now 17 years old. What a great story. And I happened to be out for a walk on Saturday afternoon and just walked by their place, and Lauren was out there. Like so many kids this weekend who had proms, Broken Bow's prom took place. There probably were some others, I'm not sure. And the town was like Lauren's place. She had this beautiful purple dress on, and they were taking pictures with a real nice-looking young man in his tux. And the family was, taking pictures. And she looked beautiful. And then drove through town a little bit later to run an errand, and the park was full of color with all the dresses and all of the guys, and some of the guys have pretty lively colors for their tuxes and so forth. Looked like everybody was having a great time. Lots of pictures being taken over at the courthouse. as a backdrop.
Yeah.
So, and it wasn't too bad. I mean, the weather was a little cool on Saturday, but they could get their pictures in and have a great time. We hope they had a good and safe time for prom. If it's in your town, I know sometimes they allow parents to watch them parade or something such as that at the schools. I think they try to keep the parents away after a while because they just, they're...
Yes.
Happy birthday, Lauren. Swoboda. Something serious.
Okay.
This is from CBS News, but and it was on the newscast this morning about bird flu. And Nebraska is one of several states being hit by bird flu, and it's serious, causing millions of birds to die or have to be put to their death to keep it from spreading. And it does indicate that in some of these states there won't be auctions and or poultry shown at fairs this year. And we'll gather some more information on that. It does indicate Nebraska is one of those states. Not a good thing to hear about here with spring coming on.
No.
So hopefully that will turn out okay. But boy, once that gets going, it's not a good thing. So we'll. I think Gavin is going to contact some officials and get actual confirmation that that will be the case this year. And it's too bad, but it's happened before.
I think so. Yeah.
It's happened before. Well, if you were a person who likes to drive fast, and if you ask most patrolmen, I think a lot of people do like to drive fast.
I love it when people say the speed limit. It's not a limit, it's a suggestion. Yeah. I like those people.
Yeah.
And you encounter those people on the interstate a lot.
Oh, man.
There's not a limit on the interstate, it's a suggestion.
Well, you folks out there all know that if you drive 74 or 5, you're kind of in the way.
Kinda, yeah. It feels like that.
Then you add a bunch of trucks grouped together, and it's not as... Interstate used to be an easy drive. I mean, you got on interstate, and it was pretty simple. You just set it on 75, or you remembered when it was 55, which was crazy.
Yes, I do remember that.
But nowadays, I got to tell you, our trucks are taking all kinds of freight, and we want them to, and they get bunched up, and they can only go so fast. A lot of them have governors on them, so they only can go a certain speed. Nowadays, there's not the privacy as a truck driver there used to be because of technology. Back at the main office, they know how fast you're going. They know how many RPMs your motor's running. They know whether your oil needs changed. It's a little crazy, but that does get kind of clumped up on the interstate in spots. And then you try to look in your mirror to make sure some guy that's driving 95 isn't going to run over you.
We went to Lincoln, I don't know, a week or so ago, and I had that happen a couple of times where, you're constantly looking in your rearview mirror, so you kind of know what's coming behind you in case you need to get over to the other lane to pass somebody. And boy, yeah, I had a couple of times where I look back and I'm like, where did that car come from?
Yeah, they must be going 90.
I swear I looked in my rearview mirror just 2 seconds ago and there was nobody. And then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, where did that person come from?
Yeah. Well, coming back to the original thought,
yes.
If you want to drive a just beautiful automobile, race car really, sports car of the best kind, on a racetrack and drive as fast as you can, there's a chance that you might be able to do that by entering our contest, the Extreme Experience, the ultimate track day experience. You can choose a supercar and drive on a real racetrack, and you have an instructor beside you, and they encourage you to go as fast as you can in that Lamborghini or that Shelby Ford or that Porsche, and you can pick which one you want to take out and drive around the track. It's about, I think, a $500 value, so it will be free to you if you are the lucky one. And you can register once a day on Sandals Express. I think you get bonus registrations by following through some of the things that Jeremy set up for you. So if you haven't done it yet, get started. Do it every day.
Yeah, yep. Just go to sandhillsexpress.com, and when you go to the front page, you'll see something flash across that says click here to enter. Just click on that. That'll take you directly to the registration page. Doesn't take long at all to fill it out, and you can do it, like Dave said, every day. Increase your chances to win.
Yep, and the tracks are in Kansas City or Omaha. So
yeah, I think those are the two closest to where we're at.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday to Tony Millsap. He's having a birthday today. That came in just a moment or two ago on our chat box. So lots of birthdays today. Happy birthday, Tony. I'm looking at the list here.
Yes.
What would you like my good brother, my neighbor, to highlight on the breakfast show next?
Well, I think we need to really highlight the special meeting that they have planned for tonight in Ansley. We had Andy Gibbons and Lance Bristol in to visit with us on the breakfast show last week about a special meeting that they're going to have trying to keep the Muddy Creek celebration going in the Ansley area. There will be a special meeting for that tonight at 7 o'clock. It'll be in the Ansley High School. If you can help in any way, please come to the meeting. 135 years of this fun celebration is not enough. Please help it continue by attending this meeting. When you put on festivals, it takes a lot of people to make it happen. And so they're just trying to see if they will have enough people to make it happen again this year. If you want to help but unable to attend, we encourage you to contact Andy Gibbons at 308-763-1193. They realize everyone's schedules are busy, but many hands will make less work for everyone. So let's keep this fun tradition going for the community of Ansley with the Muddy Creek celebration. That'll be a special planning meeting tonight at 7 o'clock at the Ansley High School.
This coming Sunday, April 3rd, the Dog Jog fundraiser to benefit Nathan King is going to take place. Nathan lost his therapy dog, and this is an effort to raise funds for Nathan to be able to purchase a new dog. And he needs this dog. It's important. Becky Pearson was in and talked about how much better Nathan does when he has that man's best friend with him, especially a trained one. And so this is going to take place Sunday, April 3rd. 2 p.m. is the start time at Melham Park, organized by Pearson Physical Therapy. And now there's a $20 entrance fee per pup.
Okay.
And you can walk or jog with other pet owners, enter raffles for prizes for you and your dog, prizes for the best dog costume, and best course completion time. Or you can just go up and make a donation and walk without a dog and enjoy watching the dogs and the people walking and the interaction there. 100% of the proceeds go towards helping Nathan purchase this new dog. For more information, call 308-872-5800. Now, on the poster, if you see one, there's a picture of a lab with his paws over a bar there. You'll see it. It's a 8.5 by 14 blue and orange poster. And there's also a scan QR code on the poster so you can register that way.
Nice.
So you can do that. Also, I've heard rumors. I've heard people talking. I've read on Skitter and Spacebook and Glogs. Things are going to get a little fishy later on this week in the Sargent area.
Are they?
Yeah. I don't know if Lori Cox has anything to do with it, but if there's something fishy going on. Well, anyway, it's a Knights of Columbus Fish Fry and Sargent at the Community Building on Friday from 5:30 till 7 p.m. And yes, Lori, you have the right to slap me if you didn't like what I said about you. What else you got over there?
Let's see, just a couple of more things. These are job opportunities, and every time that we share these with you on the breakfast show, we always remind you that these listings are posted in full on sandhillsexpress.com. So if you miss some of the information that we share with you, just go to sandhillsexpress.com and you can find all of this info on the employment page. We'll start with Country Partners as they are hiring. Country Partners Co-op hiring right now. They have a position available for a station manager at the Ansomo location. Also, full-time custom applicator positions available right now in Ord, Callaway, and Myrna. And seasonal agronomy truck driving positions available at all locations For those, of course, you must have or be able to obtain your CDL. Apply today at Country Partners Co-op. That's all together, no punctuation. Just type in countrypartnerscoop.com. You can apply there, or you can contact their HR department if you have questions or need more information. Their number is 308-537-7141. Country Partners Co-op is an equal opportunity employer. And we continue to remind you that Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership is looking for an individual to work as an infant toddler teacher in Broken Bow. It is a full-time position with a good starting wage and great benefits. Looking for someone with their Child Development Associate Certificate. Would prefer someone with an associate's or bachelor's degree in early childhood education. Looking for someone with previous experience working with infants up to 3 years old and their families. General duties would include providing primary care and lesson planning for infants and toddlers and conducting parent meetings and complete various reports. If you need an application or have questions, contact CNCAP at 308-745-0780, extension is 0, or you can go to their website to apply, and that is centralnebraskacap.com.
If you came across someone struggling with hunger, how would you recognize them? Would you notice a 16-year-old boy who got his first job?
Not for extra spending money, but to help feed his little sisters?
Or a mother who's in between jobs and sometimes goes to bed hungry so her kids can have dinner? I am the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger. I am hunger in America.
Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
There's something for everyone on Discovery Plus. The streaming home of ghostly freakouts, muscle car spinouts, and 90-day makeouts.
I'm really in love with her.
Start your free trial today for exclusive originals and a huge collection of favorites.
Whoa!
Then dive into Nature Docs, geek out with the family, and get your grub on.
I could eat this every day.
The streaming home of true crime, paranormal, food, home, nature, romance, plus so much more. Discovery Plus. Start your free trial. Terms apply.
Now is the time to choose Constellation as your competitive natural gas supplier. Constellation provides natural gas supply to homes, businesses, farms, and ranches across dozens of Nebraska counties. And we support 4-H and FFA in every one. Call 877-274-5710 or visit nebraskagas.com. But hurry, the selection period ends Thursday, April 21st. Choose natural gas supply from Constellation.
9:21 is your time. Brent Apperson, my good bro, is here. Breakfast Show brother. Now, we were just talking about the bird situation, poultry situation, and Gavin Higgins is right on top of things and has been talking with officials here. And for right now, the ban on auctions and poultry shows and that sort of thing is until May 1st. And it did not have that in the CBS story. Goes to show you, national news is sometimes less fulfilling than it should be. But he is also going to touch base with some other authorities, and as time goes along, that may change. Hopefully it won't, but depends on what happens. So that's an update from Gavin Higgins. We call him Higgy Baby here on The Breakfast Show. Anything on your mind? The basketball is down to, what, 4 now?
We've got the final 4, yeah.
Did you feel bad for St. Peter's? I didn't watch it, but...
Well, yeah, well, sure. I mean, their amazing run came to an end on Sunday, but my goodness, they're the first 15 seed to ever do what they did and make it to the Elite Eight. So, yeah, I mean, I think everyone, unless you were a big North Carolina fan, you were probably cheering for St. Peter's. But still, what they accomplished, I mean, you had to applaud them for that. And so, but yeah, the Final Four is set. And of all the upsets and everything that occurred during the tournament, you look at the 4 programs that are in the Final Four, and they're 4 of the elite when you're talking about programs. Villanova and Kansas in one of the semifinals. And then, wow, North Carolina Duke.
Yeah.
In the Final Four. The greatest, I don't think anyone will deny this, the greatest rivalry in college basketball, period. And this will be the first time that they have ever played each other in the tournament. And on top of it, you've got Mike Krzyzewski, who has already announced this is his last season as head coach. To have those two playing each other, especially under the circumstances, that will be must-see TV, at least for this guy. So, but yeah, it's been a great tournament. The excitement of the Elite Eight games, not the excitement, I think, of the overall tournament up to this point. None of those games really were close, especially with what Kansas did in the second half of their game. But yeah, the Final Four, I think, will be really, really good. Villanova had one of their top players, unfortunately, go down with an injury, and he won't be available, which is sad at the Final Four. But still, when you look at the four teams that remain, you're talking about four of the top programs in the country. So it'll be fun.
Best of the best, in other words.
Yes.
All right, there is a benefit on Saturday, April 2nd, that we wanted to tell you about before we close the show. Benefit for Lyric Scott from 3 p.m. until 7 p.m. This is going to be held at the Broken Bow Golf Club, sponsored by the Lions Club. A cornhole tournament, taco and nacho bar, and silent auction. If you can't make it, you can donate, and that is something you can do if you can't make the event. They just want to raise money for this very important benefit. Donation information available on the community calendar page.
Good.
On on Sand Hills Express. So that's coming up on Saturday. We'll be talking about that the rest of this week. Quick time out. We'll be back right after these words.
The John Deere Operations Center is an online farm management system that enables access to farm information anytime, anywhere. Jenny Batting is go-to-market manager for digital technologies with John Deere.
Within our John Deere Operations Center, the one-stop shop where our customers can go and look at their field machine information, productivity of their machines, or how their fields yielded, or look at their as-applied maps. And having a machine that is enabled with our JD Link connection, that's really that pipeline that takes that and streams it back to the John Deere Operations Center. And you can view that information from the web or our mobile app, Operations Center's mobile. So at any time, any place, you can pull up your phone and take a look at what's going on by enabling that JD Link connection right through the John Deere Operations Center, being able to pull up that app, or if you prefer you're at your desk, you have access there too.
That's Jenny Batting with John Deere.
9:26. So track underway. You've been doing some reporting on that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, and the weather's been decent. Hasn't been bad.
I don't think anything's been canceled yet.
No.
So that's good.
This week? Maybe.
We'll see.
Talking about some mix of snow and rain second half of this week, if not sooner. I think, though, we'll take it. I was talking earlier.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to turn away precipitation right now.
I don't know how to tell you this, but Emily's got a hole in her pants.
Well, okay.
Right on her knee.
Now the question becomes: Did she purchase the pants that way?
Who knows?
Because
these days.
that's like the thing. It actually costs more now, I think, to get a pair of jeans with holes in them.
Oh wait, here she comes! Look out! Have a great day, everybody.